Okay, so my honest thoughts of the game. I've been playing this for a couple hours now, and I have a decent team. I mean, like I've sold and bought players. You guys have seen my player review, so I've tried a bunch of the meta players. I've tried a bunch of the shit players. And one thing I will basically note that this year, I think EA has killed AI defending completely. Like, I know they mentioned it in the patch notes. I know people have talked about it online, but you will see in this game. Honestly, I don't even know if I should be playing live because I might embarrass myself. But you will see in this game that like the AI is essentially brain dead. Like they lack basic cognition. They've made AI. Oh, Ake Bastoni. Oh my god. Oh my god. What am I up against, bro? Evolution card already, bro. Uh, but we will see real quickly that like right now controlling a player is the most OP thing. So somebody who constantly switches players and like defends manually, you're gonna eat good. And as you can see, I immediately got the ball back. All I had to do was switch. And now I'm gonna control her, and I'm gonna basically outpace the defender. What that was this? What was that goal, bro? What was that goal? Another thing they changed this year is goalkeepers. So goalkeepers used to be historically very overpowered, and the reason they did that, I don't know why. I honestly don't know why they did that, but they have also made a patch note about this. Goalkeepers used to save everything before, and partially it was because I think they said they wanted to make the game competitive, and one of the ways to make the game competitive is to make sure nobody scores goals. But then what EA realized, and I think what the players realized too, is people like high goal games, right? Like high goal games is essentially like the like when you watch football, right? You remember the 7-1 Brazil game when Brazil absolutely got trashed on. That was a high. Obviously, it was a sad thing for Brazil. What the, bro? You just fouled me, bro. Give him a yo. He just double tackled me. Yo, relax, buddy. Who is this? Is that Theo Hernandez? Yo, that's Hernandez, bro. He's a big guy, too. This guy's bullying women. He's a woman hater. God damn. Alright, anyways, I'm trying to get back into the game while I'm trying to ramble. Maybe this was a bad idea to record a commentary video right while I'm playing. I should have recorded the footage first before I recorded the ramble video. But anyways, you guys are going to see me in my raw format. So as you can see, oh my god, that was a terrible gameplay. Like, pay attention to where the players are around the field. Pay attention to where they are. Like, especially when we're attacking, it's very noticeable. They don't make the runs they used to. Like, I have to like look at. So he basically went forward towards me, and that actually worked in my favor. But what actually? Oh my god, I made it. That was a terrible pass. What actually happened in that play right then and there was his player. He controlled his player and moved it towards me, and no backup defender came to basically wash the line. So now he had a massive hole. What used to happen is basically after you've like put your players out of position, the AI would basically if that went in, I would start crying. I would start rolling on the floor and cry. What was supposed to happen in that scenario is after you commit to a player, another player is supposed to take their spot. Because the AI will basically always try and maintain the formation. It doesn't do that anymore. The AI will constantly go out of formation now if you make one mistake. Damn, that was I don't know how I lost. I lost it instantly, bro. I was trying to dribble. And then another thing I noticed is this year, dribbling isn't as powerful. It's not. So dribbling used to be like, you used to be able to outmaneuver. Like, I should be able to outrun this guy, which I guess I am. I was kind of trying to prove a point, but I ended up like proving. What? Yo, that's a foul, bro. That's a foul, bro. But overall, I think they have changed the game to be a lot more dopamine inducing. Because what previous FIFAs used to have a problem with is like it would be rage inducing, not dopamine inducing. Basically, they optimized the game to like really piss you off, which I guess worked up until a certain point where all the most players probably quit. I quit for a little while too, but not because of specifically the rage and like raging in game, but more importantly, like I was saving hundreds of packs, like almost 200-300 packs for a team of the season. And I didn't even end up packing a single team of the season, even the shit ones. I didn't pack a single one. So that's what led me to quit. And I think EA also picked up on that too. So they if you look at all the rates for cards right now, they're a little bit higher than they used to be. Especially like if we look back at FIFA 24, that year was the worst rates. That's a goal. Oh my god, my goalkeeper saved that. Dude, when I tell you they nerfed the goalkeepers, they really did. I was totally like fully expecting them to let that in. Because goalkeepers let everything in. But the 14 rates for players were so abysmally low. I think that caused a lot of players to rage quit. And then Foot Champs, generally speaking, has a lot of bullshit built into it, which causes more people to basically quit. I think people just got tired of being rage baited. Because EAFC, FIFA 24, whatever you want to call it, everyone associates that with like terrible mental health, right? Mental health. And for the longest time, I guess it didn't matter because we were all sheeps. But eventually, you know what? You know, eventually sheeps wake up, right? We're humans. I mean, realistically, we're not sheeps. We're actually humans. And we might demonstrate sheepish behavior for a set period of time. But eventually, we're going to wake up. And that's kind of what happened with the game. I would say, like, this is a goal. That's a goal. Pahor, that's a goal. I'm playing her on off cam, too. He doesn't even get the full cam because I slapped his team. Oh, that's Totti, bro. How did I think that was Pahor? What the hell? Bro, I completely messed that up. I almost passed it back to him. But like they definitely figured out that like to make players stay, not make a good game, because I don't think EAFC like, bro, like it's football, right? Like it's football, bro. How much better can you make the game? I think for a long time, like they went for realism, and they tried to like position themselves as kind of like a realistic football game, and like that's great and all. But if you look at every single like top I guess multiplayer game, usually the realism kind of dies out and it's more like optimized for gameplay. Like if you look at Call of Duty is supposed to be realistic, but it's really not. Like people are slide canceling and everyone got obsessed with the movement, and then they patched the movement and everyone quit. Right? Like they made the game more realistic and everyone quit. So I don't know if necessarily people are willing to go for realism at the cost of gameplay. Like at the end of the day, if the game ain't fun, this is gonna be a finesse goal. Let's go. I called that, bro. I freaking called that, bro. Oh my god, what a finish. And that was, I believe that was actually Pahor. So Pahor actually is a really good player. She also has, I believe, a finesse shot trait. So playstyle plus. And in past, I guess, not really past FIFAs. It just started happening around like the last two FIFAs. They started adding all these new systems, playstyle being one of them. And they started focusing on like adding layers of complexity to the game, whereas like I don't think we really ever really needed layers of complexity. I think all of us just wanted more ways to earn our favorite players and pack our favorite players and play with them. And the problem with this game is they always continuously power crept their favorite players and added new systems in this game to basically give more reasons to power creep. If you guys know back in the day, if you had like a 95 pace card, that was an endgame card. It doesn't matter if it was 85 rated or 90 rated or whatever. Like 86 Neymar back then. Do you guys remember that 86 Neymar? That card was just nasty for the entirety of FIFA. And people would like try and pack a Neymar. People would be screaming and packing a Neymar even though all the way till like October, November of like the next FIFA coming out. People would still be almost selling. Sorry, not October, November. What am I saying? August. August is what I meant to say. People would be celebrating that shit. Oh man, if only I got. I was gonna do a power shot there. People were celebrating like a Zlatan or a Neymar or a Ronaldo, like a 94 Ronaldo. Obviously, 94 Ronaldo is still pretty high rated. They were celebrating that shit forever. But like nowadays, you have like 99 Ronaldos, which power creeps 98 Ronaldos, and 98 Ronaldos are worthless. And that's been a constant problem. And like honestly, I can tell you right now, I don't know. Oh my god, I saved that. But anyways, I moved my keeper for that. But I guess he ended up getting a header from it. But we were still up 2 goals. They kept, I guess they realized that like the easiest way to sell packs is just to continuously release new players. But then what they didn't realize is like eventually people would quit. I moved the keeper again. That was a finesse shot trade on her too. That would have straight up gone in if I didn't defend that or move the keeper on that. They completely keep forgetting. Is that Hullet? Why the fuck does he have Hullet? Does that looks like Hullet, right? That's Ake. Never mind, that's Ake. Totti. Come on, make this pass. No! What was that? I didn't mean to do a ground pass. They realized that, like, okay, and specifically, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, most recently, the meta that they kind of shifted towards is untradeable packs. They really love shoving untradeable players down our throats. Like, they absolutely love it. I don't understand why. And thank God they're stopping this, or at least they're claiming to. We don't really know if they're actually going to. I'm gonna do a finesse shot here. Oh my God, that almost deflected in. That would have been a sick goal. But they basically try and shove it in down your throat because they constantly release these untradeable packs on the market for on the FIFA point market, and they always like end up guaranteeing a player. So you almost always get a player that like will be decent but not the one you want, and you're kind of hard stuck. And that was one of the other reasons why I think this game kind of died out previous years, because they released a lot of good players. Like I'll be real with you. They released a lot of good players. But the problem is, like, you'd often feel like, I guess, imprisoned by good players. Like, good untradeable players is almost a curse. Oh my God. I don't know how my player tripped in the box like that. Am I up? Oh, I thought I was up 6-0, bro. I was like, wait, what? When did that happen? I guess it didn't happen. But like, that's basically a prison, because they give you a good untradeable player and you're forced to use it. And that's one of the main reasons why I quit too, because I can't play with Real Madrid players. Oh my God, I saved that! He has to be offside. There we go. Dude, bro, I'm getting really good at controlling goalkeeper. I should be like down like a crazy amount of goals right now. Bro, that really looks like Hullet. Do you see how bad the AI is? Do you see, guys, how bad the AI is? Like how far of a difference my right back was when he's supposed to move up. Oh my God, I tried to dribble, but I guess. Wait, no, she should have good dribbling. I don't know how that didn't work out. But I'm like hoping that they don't shove untradeable players down our throats. I mean, obviously, straight off the bat, they released an untradeable SBC, which is actually a pretty decent card. Straight off the bat, we got a Reece James as well, who's also heavily disliked. If you look at the Footbin rating, a lot of people don't like him. But I guess Chelsea fans will love him. But like most players don't really like him because, similar to what I was saying before, you're locked in. You get an untradeable card this early on in FIFA, you're locked in forever. Like, if you get Reece James now, you're locked into a Premier League team forever, basically. This has to be a goal. Oh my God, I waited too long, man. I waited too long, bro. I actually also, one more thing, now that we're on corners. For whatever reason, I'm always able to get a header, like my head-on corner, but like for some reason, they never convert. Obviously, this time we got into a short player, so that will definitely cook our header. But like usually it goes on to a tall enough player, it most of the time will connect. But then the accuracy for headers in general is just abysmally bad. Oh my God. This guy is putting the pressure on. And speaking of scripting, I know a lot of people don't believe there is scripting. I think there is scripting for sure. Pahor. Pahor! Let's go! Pahor! Bro, Pahor is a beast, bro. She a beast of a woman. I never thought I'd be saying that, but she a beast of a woman, bro. Yes, sir. But I do believe scripting exists. And like this FIFA, I think it's a lot less intense. And I think they've primarily done that to make games more like goal heavy. Because what scripting would do is like, scripting would always try and keep the game even for whatever reason. I guess if like, by the way, guys, EA is a multi-billion-dollar company. They have $100,000, $200,000 a year psychologists, therapists at their door doing research and studies, trying to figure out how to get you to play the game more. Like at the end of the day, every big company is predatory like that. There's nothing that's stopping them from doing it, and then it is very profitable. So they hire these psychologists or whatever to do research and find out basically how to basically keep you on the game for as long as possible. And one of their ways is to script the game. And I think like historically, they've always tried to keep the games most of the time like equalized. And I don't know if they will increase that, because again, it's not like black and white. It's not just like scripting exists. It's like scripting is a spectrum. There is sometimes like in certain game modes increased amount of scripting, and in certain game modes not much scripting. For example, SBC, sorry, squad battles. There's a lot of scripting. Like the AI will literally start playing harder if they're losing. Uh, that's offside. I got scared. I mean, honestly, I'm up 3 goals and it's 90th minute, so I shouldn't be scared at all. But this year I haven't really noticed the scripting yet. At least not in rivals, and maybe like rivals they actually tone it down a little bit. Oh my God, that interception. That was a good interception. So it might have been toned down a little bit. So that's why we might not have noticed this as much. But yeah, overall, like I honestly am enjoying this year's FIFA a lot more than last year, and I completely stopped playing 24 because I literally didn't pack any team of the season. So in the last, at least all I can say is within the last 3 FIFAs, this is the best FIFA. I think prior to that, like FIFA 14, FIFA 15, FIFA 16 were like peak FIFA moments. FIFA 20 was really good. FIFA 21 was really good. FIFA 22 was really good. FIFA 24 is when it started going downhill. FIFA 25 was pure downhill. FIFA 26, I think, is where we hit a turning point and things start getting better. So that's all I wanted to say. If you guys found this video interesting and you liked hearing me babble, drop a like so I make more. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.